First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for all your support, because the views of the AceBeam E75 and M1 Terminator completely exceeded my expectations, so thank you once again for watching and supporting this channel. Hello YouTube, Flashlight Enthusiast here. Today on my channel there's the Cyansky P12R, the small, teeny tiny 14500 battery powered EDC flashlight with quite good throw. So let's see what can it offer for both regular users and flashlight enthusiasts like us. So yes, P12R comes in a standard blue-white accent Cyansky box with indication of the anodization color. Here, as you can see, I've got the olive one, but you can also go with the boring black, obviously. Here on the rear, some QR codes, etc. Nothing fancy here. Let's see what we've got inside. Of course, there is a flashlight in the set. Then you've got the user manual, a blank warranty card, a quality USB to USB-C charging cable, and last but not least, some accessories including a bi-direction pocket clip, lanyard and 2 spare O-rings. Nice! P12R comes with the battery already included, so make sure to remove the insulation film before operating. The design of P12R is really plain and simple, however, despite being such a teeny tiny flashlight, it lies really nice in your head and the switch lies nearly perfect under your thumb. There are no knurling on the battery tube, however there is a place for the pocket clip to clip in, presumably in this direction. So there is the bi-directional pocket clip here to use in various scenarios. A single switch for every mode operation, quite large head with deep, smooth reflector, sporting presumably an Osram P9 LED for good efficiency and high brightness, violet anti-reflective coating, no stainless steel bezel here as this flashlight is not intended for the use, and obviously for regular user convenience there's also a USB-C charging port built into the head to make the charging process easier without the need for external charger. For those of you who care, there are no lanyard attachment or the tail cap, however there is the slot on the pocket clip if you like to use an included lanyard. There is also a built-in magnet that might get in handy when sticking to a ferrous surface. When it comes to size comparison, this flashlight is quite tiny for a 14500 battery. However, there are smaller, okay? So here is the Cyansky P10, same battery size, however, much smaller head. There is your Pocket AA from AceBeam, again, same battery size, however, tail switch. And there is also a different battery style, All-Light button free, again, quite small EDC with a little bit smaller head, however, similar power. So I found out to include it in the comparison. And if you are nerdy enough, you will notice that there is identical clip on the Cyansky P10 and Cyansky P12R. Smart! So internal quality is also quite good. We've got nice thick square threads with O-ring sealant. Down there there's a spring and a magnet obviously, and Cyansky actually includes the 800 mAh 14500 battery, which is quite okayish. No USB-C port here, obviously button top, and as in many cases on Cyansky there is a physical anti-reverse polarity protection, so button top cell is required here. It is stated in the manual that you can use regular batteries or rechargeable batteries in AA size, however the output will be lower and the functionality such as battery indicator could not be accessed due to different voltage. Speaking of battery indicator, it will be displayed for around 3 seconds once you turn on the flashlight. There are 4 levels as you can see right now on the screen, so quite good orientation about your approximate battery voltage. Thanks to the quite deep reflector, the beam is smooth with decent hotspot and quite nice throw. Obviously the use of Osram P9 gives you this cool whitish greenish tint, however for most users this is definitely a good white beam. Going through the UI real quick, single click will activate the flashlight, and then single click will advance through 4 different modes from ultra low to turbo. If you like to turn off the flashlight, hold the switch for about 1 second. Then if you hold the switch from off, you will enter strobe mode. 1 click will go straight into the last used mode. Double tap will just advance 2 modes at a time, no shortcut for turbo here. Cyansky also thought about lockout mode, so 4 clicks from off will activate the lockout mode, 2 blinks will indicate the flashlight is in lockout, 4 click again to go into the last used mode. Then obviously you can also lock out the flashlight physically, which is by far the most secure option. Just loosen the head slide from the battery tube. Here are my lumen measurements on the Cyansky P12R on the stock battery. If you need more time, feel free to pause the video. Looking at the runtime graphs, there is a not that pleasant surprise probably also for you, because in the manual there is this indication of flat output regulation. However, after doing the test on the included 800 mAh battery, there is really no such thing as sustainable output here. The output fluctuates, as you can see. There is this good portion of 1 minute turbo runtime before the flashlight started to step down over the next 1 minute to around 626 lumen level, after achieving 45 degrees Celsius, so definitely not that warm. However, then as you can see, we've got a series of step downs and fluctuations, and flashlight was fluctuating around 490 lumens, which is quite high for such a tiny flashlight. However, again, no flat output regulation, 40 minutes of runtime instead of 55 claimed in the manual, so I'm not really sure what happened here. And here, in the high mode, even more pronounced, standard linear output regulation, definitely lack of sustainable output here. So the most important thing is that as flashlight started with 317 lumens at the start, then after 1 hour and 30 minutes we've got only 73 lumens. So definitely you will notice that after turning on your flashlight. A little bit disappointed. However, in this price segment and battery format, flat out regulation is definitely not as standard, so secretly I did expect that. All in all, I found Cyansky P12R to be a perfect example of EDC 14500 flashlight if you need a little bit of extra throw. The build quality is nice, driver decent but nothing fancy here, and overall functionalities like magnet, USB-C charging and bidirectional pocket clip is just a standard in this area. You won't be expecting a flat stabilization here. However, with EDC flashlight I don't think it's the case really. The good benefit of P12R is increased throw with relatively compact size, but also some battery indicator and convenience of magnet and USB-C charging. Again, if you are in the market for such flashlight, I would highly advise you checking different reviews and just going with the design you like, because in this format you will probably not experience any sustainable output and increased throw. For that, I would highly recommend going with 18650 flashlight. So thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. Maybe you have experience with this particular flashlight, then let us know in the comment section below. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to support the algorithm of this channel and let it grow. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.